just going to keep taking extra channel.
So
many channels.
Okay.
Or just go down the power attack tree, which is what I'm doing right
If you were
now.
to put bouncing
Uh-huh.
on a fireball,
Yes.
it would just
Yes.
multiple fireballs, or
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So long as there are viable targets within 20 feet of each other
And
for it to bounce to.
realistically, you just
'Cause
have two
the
craters
bouncing-
touching each other.
The bouncing meta magic does stipulate that it cannot target just like a square. It has to target
A creature.
individuals, creatures.
It can't even target objects.
so you could just chain react fireballs
Yeah.
with one cast.
Yes.
Up
Yep.
to
However, right, technically by the book, from my understanding of bouncing spell, fireball's 3rd level, a wizard at 20th level can cast 9th level spells, so you could chain, what is that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you could chain like 5 fireballs together. 5, 6 fireballs. 6 fireballs with a single cast. Yeah. But it would take a 9th level spell slot. So what the coral does
You'll have to play
is
wizard.
if Grugneg makes a really
Wizards are
cool
good.
Last time it didn't
thing,
work out that well.
say it gives you 5 charges a day, you could cast 5 fireballs at once, or you could double fireball 5 times, kind of thing.
I cast fireball.
Yeah. Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
Hello.
What
Howdy.
the fuck is up?
I don't think that was 7 seconds. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we've been on for a second.
We've
I
been
called
on. I saw him
Oh,
click it
okay.
on. I just was like, did it
I'll let him cook.
Every session, you're just sitting there staring at the screen.
Just
back and
waiting.
just, wait for it. Wait for it.
Timer going.
Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah. Where did we leave off last time, guys?
Oh, why don't you lead us in here? This is your escapade now.
Well, we've gained
And
a child,
hey,
which is
it's technically
you know.
Mo's escapade.
It is this group's forte of gaining children
It's-
with magical abilities.
Child acquired.
New child acquired.
Should be
Dude.
mentioned we didn't want this one.
It's like
She wants to go
fucking
in a-
Pokemon.
Huh?
It's like fucking Pokemon. We should make
Gotta
them fight.
catch 'em all.
Just gotta collect
Children.
Labor laws.
labor.
They yearn for the
They
mind.
yearn for the, they yearn for the battlefield.
Oh no.
She really wants to go on a field trip to the Sky Castle.
Yeah.
And she's convinced that we've entered some kind of pact where I have promised her that we would. I said no such thing. I said we can. I know people who know him.
Do you believe that you are sly and or strong enough to get yourself out of that perception?
No, I don't.
So does it matter whether or not you've said you would or not?
Unfortunately not.
Well,
The good news is we also made no promise to stay with her when she goes to Thoth's castle. So
True.
like we could
True.
just like kick her off the ship and then fly away. I don't think she can fly, so chances are we're pretty safe after that. We may never be able to go to the ocean again, but you know.
Well, I mean, if we do deliver her to Thoth's castle, then like our part of the bargain is fulfilled.
Exactly. We should
Look
call.
at his-
We're gonna call Thoth
Yes,
first.
we are.
because
We are gonna
need-
give. We are gonna give Thoth a ring.
We're gonna find out if
because,
they're like sworn enemies.
Yeah,
Because we don't want to start combat.
yeah.
For
Because
Thoth.
like we've already dropped like Mad King commandos into Thoth's castle twice, and
Twice.
I feel as
In a
if
row.
if we were to
we
bring,
stopped one of them.
You did help stop one. Of
yeah,
them. You just
and-
left for the other.
and no, he sent me away,
You
and
know
then
what
it
you
happened.
did.
That wasn't
you know
me.
What you did.
But
I
no,
already
so
left.
with the whole
I
commando
saved his fucking
squad,
book of all things.
You did.
with the whole multiple
owes
commando
me.
squads, and then dropping a demigod on his doorstep that he
Yeah.
is sworn enemies with.
Wouldn't
I
look
feel
very
like that if anything, that would that cut off our our
Supply to
already
knowledge.
our already tentative relationship with Thoth.
good.
So
And she has not given a single hint about anything about her or what she wants to do with anything in the world
Yeah.
because she's kind of a cunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Kinda.
we're gonna give Thoth a ring.
It's like y'all weren't really supposed to talk to her.
Hey, you know,
yeah.
Imagine that.
Who would have thought? Yeah. So, do we
ball.
need a god token?
Fuck it,
Do
we
we-
ball.
Or prestige.
No.
Or Rognug.
You could spend a point of prestige for a guaranteed connection.
Oh yeah, and Grugnug had teleported to us because we wanted him to
But
Get us
Grubnug can
to-
also get you guys to talk to
Oh,
Thoth
Okay.
because
and
he is
we
chosen.
had mentioned also dropping on her the daddy's looking for her.
Yes.
No, he's not looking for her.
Well,
You
kinda.
you made
He
the
named her
assumption-
by name.
Did he name her by
Yes.
name, or because I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he didn't? I'm pretty sure he said something along
I
the lines
have
of,
it
like,
written down.
What do you have written
sure-
down? Read it out.
I'm pretty sure that what happened
Daddy
was
slash Charybdis.
exactly.
That's-
I'm pretty sure what happened is he wants
my
a
notes.
demigod,
And then he
said,
said, "There's this one.
No,
Her name is
no,
Charybdis."
because-
He did. He did say that.
Did he, or did I be like, oh, we
Yeah.
actually know one? There's
No.
Charybdis who's at the bottom of the pool, and then this one just took it and ran. And was like, oh, cool.
No, because
Charybdis.
I said,
pretty
"Well,
sure
we
he
don't know where to find one," and he was like, "Oh, well, there's Charybdis."
Did he?
Mhm.
I don't think he did.
I'm almost certain that's how it went down.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
how-
roll the clip.
Regardless, I won't tell you guys word for word because it's your job to remember.
What if we roll a?
I just have Charybdis, a little squiggly line that says "signed contract." So
There you go. Yeah.
Did
All
but
right, should we talk to
regardless,
Devon?
you do know that whether it was you that introduced the idea of Charybdis to Daddy or Daddy that
He is
introduced the
hunting
idea of
specifically
Charybdis to
demigods.
you, you do know that he is hunting specifically demigods. He is looking for demigod allies, and so yes, he is interested in Charybdis. You do also know, potentially, some of you may remember, you spoke to another god that is interested in Charybdis.
We did.
Or to a god that is interested in Charybdis. It was a very brief conversation. It was just kind of a little side mention thing.
Was it Apash?
New.
Damn it.
I have no memory of this
it had
place.
to. Was it in the conversation immediately after we left Daddy's
Was
place
it-
when I read the contract?
Wait. The sword that she has, is that freaking Fafnir's sword?
That's Fafnir's sword.
Oh, cool.
That he
All
sent
right.
you guys, that he at least gave you that promise
I'll
that he
say it
would
wasn't.
trade and pay handsomely for the recovery
Oh
of it.
no, because we did that so that he would get, so that he would take more consideration and help us out with Illuma's power.
That's right.
Yeah, but we lost Illuma.
Rip.
But she
Right.
is alive.
She is alive. She was got though.
So I guess we still could get the information.
You've also, that was also like, at this point, that was like 3 months ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing to a god. It's probably like yesterday.
Well, to the god, nothing. I'm just saying Illuma's whereabouts
Yeah.
maybe
Unknown.
more suspect as time's gone on.
Yeah.
I really wasn't quite seeing that attack on Bronshire, killing your kids, having your sister kidnapped, and then you being like, let's take a 3-week hiatus to the
Yeah, we just kind of need to just
to the
chill.
Great Plains and then take another 5-week flight across the sea to the Great Reefs.
Yeah, listen, man.
Listen,
Losing
I'm
to
so
Dara,
close
it
to
hurt.
understanding cross-dimensional travel.
He was a lot like, this is gonna sound fucked up, but Uzo was a lot more attached to Adara than he was his sister. Okay, he
I mean,
just met her.
That's fair. That's fair.
The other thing too is just because, you know, some sacrifices have to be made for the good of the war, we still needed the orcs as allies to be able to take on any of the big cities. So us going after them really doesn't help us, whereas getting more allies to actually take
She'll
over
understand.
does.
So really, 5
She
weeks
won't,
ago when we came to the
because she's a
ocean,
child.
that's when we started
You
the
know,
vacation.
Yeah.
She's like 16.
Okay.
Because I mean, it wasn't even like, oh,
I
let's
was
fuck off
imagining,
to the
like,
Great
little girl
Plains.
for
It's
some
we went to the
reason.
Great Plains, went to
No.
war,
Like
She's
yes, little girl.
and then we were like, let's go to the beach.
Well, we needed funds for the army.
Yeah, so we're
I
still
think
doing
I'll have to double check
business,
my
right?
notes as to what her physical age is.
It all makes sense logically, okay? This is strategic moves.
All right.
So anyways,
So
So yeah, that is Fafnir's sword that she wields. That brilliant golden
It
blade
hurts.
with 10 circles
yeah, does it
cut in the
hurt?
middle of it.
You know, hurts pretty good.
all right. So how do we get this sword?
We ask her
We
nicely.
ask nicely after taking her to Thoth, and maybe don't ditch her there.
But then she holds all the cards.
All right, so here's
Yeah,
the
she
deal.
holds all the cards anyway. My
I mean,
guy is
does
a
she?
demigod. Like, what are you
Yeah,
gonna
does she?
do?
We
You
get
guys at this point are like demigod
on.
adjacent, you know?
Exactly. Like there's 4 of us.
That was,
This is a
75% of my health in a single hit.
Well, you're not meant for melee. All right.
what if we just get someone else to take it?
Like
Like Smiles?
uh,
That sounds
She
fair.
gets in exchange a squeaky mallet.
Okay, hold on.
That would
All
be
right, hold
fucking
on.
hilarious.
That's
hold
not a
on.
bad idea.
Kind of the
How
big
does,
brain.
how does that solve your quest with Fafnir?
Because we got the
How do we
sword.
get it from
we got the
Smiles?
sword, and then we
Yeah,
can give the
you
sword.
don't get the sword. It just transfers hands from a demigod to a god.
No. Because Smiles likes us, so we use the god tokens to be like, hey,
to switch. the-
exactly. Like,
many
he,
god
like, give
tokens
us
do we
the
have?
sword. Like,
You just got some more.
7.
You
exactly.
think that's enough for a sword of another god?
I mean, we're friends.
I mean, he's taking it from a demigod.
How much is Zeus's thunderbolt worth?
Find us.
It's
I'm-
worth at least
It's a
4
comparison,
demigod
right?
children.
Fafnir's sword, Zeus's thunderbolt.
Oh, you're talking about like his actual like the
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about like
No.
how
no.
worth it is to get smoted right now, and I was like, why would he care? But anyways,
At this point, he's like intentionally trying to ignore you guys.
oh,
We just
you
keep
shouldn't
name
have said
dropping
that.
him. He gets a little fucking heads up notification like every time we say his name.
okay, but I like your idea. So we
I feel like there can be a deal.
exactly because Smiles likes us. We've done a lot for this guy, so we pay him some god tokens to steal her sword and give it to us.
And then we have Donald swear explicit fealty to Smiles plus god tokens to get the sword from Smiles.
Wait, hold on. You lost me.
I mean, I'd be willing to go with Smiles. It would fit my character more, I think.
It kind of would. It kind of would.
I'd have to swear off one of my other gods. Like,
Well, you said like
You
what,
you
2
did
more
hold
slots?
you did uphold your obligation to Osiris, so you're technically not obligated to any of your other pantheon.
How many do you? So you have Bacchus, Muzenkob, Osiris. Isn't there 2 more slots?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can promise.
oh,
all the
we
slots
get
to-
5 total? I
5
thought
total.
There was 4. Oh, shit.
Unless you pick a god like the Lord Dragon takes 3.
Yeah.
I think Fafnir takes 3.
Yeah, I'll take him next. Or swear off.
You guys could have that conversation.
You
I
can
think
do-
it'd be better if you solved your own problem instead of immediately defaulting to the gods again. Because I'm really looking forward to how you guys
You're
get
starting
yourselves
to
around
sound
this.
like the gods. Ian.
It's like they're all voice acted by the same guy.
Wow. Really?
What good are they? What good is all this prayer if we don't get anything out of it?
Exactly.
You know how many churches
We're
I
on an
built?
epic quest for you guys, you know? Every once in a while, yo, man, I do not want to deal with this right now.
Some other
Help me
super
out.
cool halfling completed his quest of finding Spoon.
That's true. That's true. You guys have been brought back to your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Charybdis expectantly asks, "So how do you plan on getting me up there?"
Working on it.
With the ship.
I'm gonna bring Grug.
You got like a tank in there? Can we just like fill the bottom with water?
No.
No.
We'll get you a bucket.
You want a bucket?
You better get a big ass bucket.
I'm gonna try to.
How
I'm
tall
gonna
is
find,
she? She's like
tiny as a
I'm gonna
bucket.
find
Like,
the
Wait,
smallest.
12-year-old,
We
right?
got Grugnug.
Little
with us,
younger,
right?
like 10-year-old
Like
size.
10-year-old?
No,
Yeah.
no, I
Fit in
was
bucket.
thinking, like, can Grugnug shrink person? Reduce person?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. We put her in a jar.
You want Grog
Oh, we
to
have a
attempt to
jar of
reduce
seawater
person
from
of
the stick
fucking
from the coral.
We do. We
We have
already
a jar
have
of
the
seawater.
seawater jar.
Yes. She gets to be with the slugs.
We've got a jar of Charybdis.
All right, so
Who
it's
gets
the
stabbed
jar,
for this
it's the
plan?
jar or the
Who,
bucket.
She simply wants you to know that at any point, even small, she can easily break out of a jar
Well, yeah, no shit.
and slaughter all of you.
put her on the beach and she'll be dragged back to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's true.
So it's not like if she steps foot on land, she immediately shrivels up and
Yeah.
dies. She is drawn back and returned to the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Kicking and
That could take a
screaming.
while.
Yeah.
What if I just like throw the jar though?
So
That's what I'm thinking. We just eat that shit off the ship.
like, be cautious in your potential betrayal is what I, the DM, am saying to you.
Okay.
Okay.
The
So
jar
is it-
method will suffice.
Okay.
But is she cool with it?
Another question.
No.
No.
Another question. So is it if she touches dry land or if dry land touches her?
if she like steps foot on dry land. Now, if
If
so,
you
so
pocket
yes,
sander,
if
she's
you
not gonna-
That is exactly what I was thinking because I have pocket sand that I've been holding for a while.
no, if you throw sand in her face and she is in the ocean or in seawater, she is not going to be
You're
drugged
like
back to the
just
sea.
gonna be
Like Oozle
pissed
Cast-
off.
But if-
Cast
In the
banishment.
exact same way that if she was to take a pocket full of sand and then jump out of the water, she's not going to get immediately drugged back to the ocean.
I mean, it was worth an ask. It was worth an ask.
You're like, I cast banishment.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do
So-
you have a question?
We can let the
I
kid
have a
hold the
theory.
jar.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
it's
but
unrelated to this
not
conversation.
that one,
Sorry.
alright.
Like I was going through the list of things that we got from the deep reef,
Yes.
and
The random corals.
like the yellow symbiotes and how it you no longer need to eat, but you sleep twice as long. I was just curious if that was part of the sleep coma shit that happens to the children.
It is not.
Okay.
But it is
That'd be big brain.
it's a soft likeness
Yeah.
to that. Yeah.
Maybe
Alright.
inspired by.
Similar to there's tons of things that,
Fair.
you know, do stuff like that. Get all kinds of neurotoxins and shit.
All right.
My
So-
list is slightly easier to read if you would rather look at my handwritten one instead of that.
Sure. That's
Please.
More
mean,
detailed
I kinda-
explanation.
So you are
Yeah.
you are not gonna do any kind of other negotiation. You're gonna try to put Charybdis in a jar.
I'm not trying to do shit.
So
Hey, this is your thing.
I don't want that.
She's
brought it. She
demanding
stabbed
of
me
you
once
like
already.
You brought it
you know
here.
a tub.
yeah, we don't have one of those on the ship. It's a small ship. You
Yeah,
can have a
it's,
bucket.
Buy
or-
one.
Who the
Buy
you? No, you're going in the jar.
Tell you what. No.
She can go in
She
the
can
jar.
go
If she
the
wants,
bucket.
no. If you want like better than a jar or a bucket, there's a ship that you acquire it for us. You can have all the space you'd like.
You're gonna try to send her after a dreadnought.
Yeah.
After a man of war.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
she's not doing you favors. She'll get in the jar.
Okay. Cool. Put the jar and
Cork that shit.
yeah, stick her on a raft or something.
Grugnug is highly concerned, but also
I'll
intrigued.
put her next to the peanut butter.
Do not.
Store her. Next,
It-
put her on a shelf.
Do not store her.
Okay. Okay.
I
As
know-
a matter of
kid-
fact, part of this deal is that you're gonna have to carry her.
Yeah, we should
Oh,
probably
okay.
date the labeled.
Pickled.
Pickled demigod.
Got some
Charybdis.
brine,
Okay.
some vinegar in
Uh,
there.
5th of January.
So with Grugnug, I think you, because you definitely haven't been to any Justin Timberwood concerts, you and Grugnug talk to Thoth, see if he's
Yeah,
cool with this.
I'll give him a ring.
Yeah. Thoth answers more or less. You are mentally linked, and you just feel his questioning presence.
Hello, Thoth. Sir, we're wondering if we can come to visit you. You're familiar with my...
Mortals don't come to visit me.
Well, I actually happen to have a demigod with me who's rather interested in visiting with you, and that's actually why we're calling instead of just showing up.
Continue.
Charybdis? Is she on like the okay list?
Is she on the list?
Is she okay? Is she greenlit for this? She's rather insistent.
That temper tantrum ridden daughter of Poseidon.
Yeah, the half monster one.
We don't hear this, right?
No. What purpose does she have at my library?
She didn't say. It doesn't seem malicious. I mean, she always seems rather malicious. I'm sure you're aware, but no malicious, more malicious than normal.
I don't think I want her here. No.
Is that like a soft no? Can I convince you? Can you be convinced? What if I say please?
You'll need much more than a please, child.
I can offer a half decent cuppa. Like some tea or something.
He knows how to make the best tea.
That was all the ancients.
Well, listen, what do you want? So we're doing bargain after bargain over here. What do you want?
She said that she will kill us if we don't bring her to you. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right
maybe
now.
My
mention
life's
that.
worth a little bit more than your no. Like,
Maybe mention that in there.
If you want us to stop the big bad, you need to help us.
she has already stabbed me once for saying no.
First, I want to know what knowledge she desires from my library. Second,
Okay.
I want assurances of no violence of any kind from anybody
Okay.
upon your visit.
Right.
And third, I wish for better influence amongst your group.
Ooh, all right. Well, what do you mean by better influence? Maybe we can work something out.
And what do you mean by your group?
There are gods interested in you. I already have sway over one of your close friends, but it seems like very few of you listen to him or ask him advice for anything, really.
I don't understand him.
When the time comes, I expect another of your crew to take me on.
Hmm. I can't speak for the others, but if you'd leave the link open for just a moment, I can get the rest of the information you're looking for.
Okay.
All right, I need to go back into that meditative state very quickly.
I've got a god on hold, please.
I got on hold. This is unprecedented. He says before he let us come, he wants to know what you want, what you're looking for, what knowledge you seek, or else we cannot go.
I just want to break this curse.
I might need a little bit more information. Let's press a little bit into that. Let's read into this some.
My father's curse on me. I can't step foot on land. I desire the ability to step foot on land.
You got it. Second thing, and this mostly applies to you because I think the others will be fine. No violence whatsoever. It's not allowed.
Well,
That's stabbing me, that's stabbing yourself, that's stabbing Thoth. Or anybody else. No stabbing. No breaking things. No fucking tantrums. Or we're not allowed. And trust me, he will throw us down faster than you can cause any real damage.
Like, you're cool, but you're not a
okay.
You're sworn to this.
I didn't plan on stabbing anybody there anyway.
I need you to swear.
I swear.
Perfect. Lastly,
Yup.
he would like more influence in our group. And that he wants some kind of devotion, I'm assuming, much like we have attachments with other gods.
Like, but what good is he? Like, I've asked him for help. We've asked him all kinds of questions. He just refuses to help anyways.
Maybe you'll help more. I don't
He's
know.
always like, oh, why don't you figure it out? Fucking-
Yeah. What? Now he wants to give us advice?
That is kind of the tone of voice that he uses with us. Like, they're not wrong.
But have you asked the right questions?
Probably not.
We've tried so many different ways to ask questions.
Well, maybe he'll be more apt to lead you in the right direction if we can come up with
You've asked so
some
many
sort
questions,
of
but you have
devotion.
asked questions on like world-ending, universe-ending knowledge.
Yes, because I needed the knowledge to prevent the world from ending.
Answer the
But you
fucking
simply not
question.
knowing prevents the universe from ending.
I mean, not really, because it seems like the other guys know the knowledge already.
Yeah, that's a bit of a flaw in the
I
system.
have him on hold, please. We need to. I just need to.
No,
we'll-
I'm fully booked. man.
Well, all right. You're fully booked.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm booked. You know, I'm kind of married to one of them, so you know.
He's not. Yeah, we're not
Compatible.
compatible.
What would he be?
Fine.
Do they have
I'll
to
do
be
it.
God broken? Wait, do they have to be God broken?
I'm assuming.
What if-
He said of our party, so like we can't just like pluck a child from our streets.
What about Mark?
Yeah.
What
We
about
need
Mark?
more Godwoken. He's a voice of reason.
He's always been the
He's usually a voice of reason.
He's usually the voice of
He's a
reason.
bad-
Isn't his
badass
logic?
mystery.
If
You guys
it
are
will
all
fuck
talking,
up the
he's
Mad
like-
King.
He's like in the background eating a steak, and he's just like, huh?
Mark,
He's kind of
you
one
wanna
tracker.
be,
isn't he?
chosen by Thoth,
But-
become
but
a Godwoken
Thoth-
like us. Have a little God in the back of your brain.
I
Extra powers. Kill more
mean,
Mad Kingsmen.
I've enjoyed the sport talent you've given me quite thoroughly.
More power.
If it helps me dethrone that tyrant, I'll do what it takes.
Mark's
Can't-
down.
Can't promise that.
Mark's down.
Mark's down.
Ask him if it's okay.
All right. Well, if it's not, then
Mark's always
I
with us.
suppose the other option.
I don't know how much more in the party you can get.
I What's Adara doing? She hung out with Thoth a little
Adara's
bit.
dead.
Okay. No, not Adara. Adora. No. Adora. Not Adara. Adora. My bad.
Oozle sheds a tear.
The bard.
She's already chosen.
The bard? Okay.
Yeah, she's
Does she
chosen
maybe
by
wanna-
Apollo.
Does she maybe want to switch?
Probably
well, no,
not.
'cause
Her thing is
she's a
music.
bard.
Enough.
Just
He's
saying.
on hold.
Maybe.
Okay.
You have my answers?
I hope so. I do have 2 answers and a question before I can solve the last one. Firstly, she would like knowledge on breaking the curse that allows her to disallows her from touching dry land. She has sworn no violence of any kind.
I'm sure she's already asked her father plenty of times for that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's my place to divulge that information.
Maybe not to divulge, but perhaps to allow her to happen upon it herself. Broaden her own mind. Peruse the library.
Maybe open the book to the right
The rest,
page.
Yes, no violence will be enacted by those who will be coming. It won't be the full party.
The party will stay on the ship.
The party is staying on the ship.
who is coming?
I will be, and our lovely Grugnug, it's a kobold amongst us, and Charybdis.
I know Grugnug.
Yeah.
And to my final request.
So we have one amongst us who is effectively a part of the party, who is not
He is the party.
God-woken yet, but could be and is open to such arrangements.
And who would that be?
Mark.
He knows Mark. Mark was there.
Mark was totally there.
The short fellow with the halberd?
Yeah, that's the one. Real vengeance for the king there.
Well, if it gets some wisdom into your party, I suppose I can allow you to come to the library for a short time.
Yes, of course.
Grugnug can find the way. I have instructed him.
Thank you, sir.
Returned.
All right, we're set. Grugnug knows the course.
Grugnug kind of stiffens for a second. Goes, takes the helm.
I just realized my Valkyrie can cast tongues. I can talk to Grugnug.
Does your Valkyrie cast tongues on you?
Dude,
Yes.
you can talk to him the whole time.
I don't want to fuck.
What do you
He's
go
not-
say to Grugnug?
I can understand you now.
Hey, buddy, I can understand you. He looks at you and goes, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
He's just speaking
I can't
common,
believe it's
man.
taken so long for someone to try.
Someone
It was-
tries
it-
every campaign.
Honestly, it was only
'Cause we
until
get what he says.
relatively recently that I discovered the spell tongues, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
It's a great spell.
He just speaks normal, man. I don't know what the problem is.
You guys begin gaining altitude. Charybdis in the jar seems to be vibrating with excitement. Her teeny tiny sword in a very mismatched scabbard on her back. You fly. It is near. It is indeed hanging out over top Poseidon's mill, where the largest concentration of clouds are, therefore the largest sky jelly can exist.
Oh, so we don't even have to go very far.
You don't have super far to go. It still takes you better part of a day and a half to get there.
It's not like 6 weeks in the other
No.
direction like last time.
Yeah, no, it's not some crazy long excursion. As you guys begin approaching, you do see that there are multiple other sky jellies around. They do have some small buildings inside of them, and there are constructs in the air, tons and tons. Thoth security system, they go up, they scan you guys. They hover around close, even though you do have permission to be here. And Oozle, they all say very nasty things to you.
I'll take it.
You guys are led just into the sky jelly, where they do have their small dock for flying creatures and ships to land at. You and Charybdis are the only ones allowed to disembark,
Yeah,
and there are swarms of these very strong-looking constructs around to ensure that you guys stay quarantined.
That's fair. He had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Good
You
to know,
two-
though, that this bad experience led to increased security.
Truly.
Oh, and Grugnug, of course,
Yeah,
comes with
He
you.
learns.
They were really loose to that.
They were incredible.
So,
Like,
honestly-
what was he didn't even really have security. before we showed
You're
up.
welcome.
You guys were the first mortals, like, since its conception that showed up.
you were
So
doing penetration testing.
I mean, yeah, man. People pay a lot of money for that.
We did it for free. You're welcome, though.
you enter into the great library. Endless volumes of texts just go for stories and stories, for rows and rows, well beyond your ability to see. Thoth stands before you, tall and regal, and he has a small table set out with a single tome on it. The information you asked. She is to read it herself.
Of course.
You may assist in page turning, I suppose.
We can, Grugnug, can you?
Yeah, she grows in size. Thoth places her in a bucket with some seawater.
We're not on dry land, right? Is all I'm saying.
They're, don't risk it.
Loophole. Live in a sky jelly.
Live in a sky jelly. Move to the sky. Charybdis sits and studies. It may take her some time. It is rather advanced spell work, and from my understanding, she is not classically trained in the arcane arts.
Nah, she's got it. She's got a
Does
good brain on her,
Does Thoth's library just have like magical stuff, or is it just like an actual library that has tons of other stuff?
She's got tons of other stuff too.
I want to ring
vast amount of history.
A lot of history.
I want to ring the halfling.
A lot of history from dimensions that you guys don't exist in.
I want to ring the halfling and ask him to if he can check out a book on orcs. It's like the
Do I get cell
Like,
reception in here?
history,
Yeah, yeah.
like history and society stuff. Because yeah, I don't know a lot about that. My grandma was sad that I did.
I'm getting a call. Is there like a private place? I don't want to disturb the library.
You can step out front.
Yeah. Well,
The gardens are beautiful out front.
yeah, what's you just want
Some of the bushes have like singe marks on them though.
history book for orcs? Like
Yes.
a recent history,
Yes,
and I'm
and
assuming
just societal norms and that sort of thing.
of like this timeline, right?
Yes.
Well, listen, right. There's a lot of orcs in existence.
Well, yeah, but
You got to be more
as
specific.
as it stands, the ones that I'm
gets
worried about is the
Book
now.
about Sauron.
this one's excellent. It's called Lord of the Ring.
Birthing pits.
What do you mean we come from goo?
I'm not goo, I'm a man.
That's not right.
My mother said.
Well, I'll ask, but we're already. It seems pretty thin ice.
Yeah, I mean, worst you could do is say no.
Yeah.
Ex elves?
So yeah, pop back in, hang up, tuck my phone away. Am I sending rock?
Yep.
My compatriot on the ship would like to know if you have books on the history of orcs from the Great Plains.
Yes.
May he check one out? Preferably one that pertains more to him and not just like, number 6 in a saga of 10.
I have never checked out a tome to a mortal before.
What's this, a library, isn't it?
What do you have to put up in collateral?
I just like peek my head out the door and I'm like, who's he wants collateral. Do you have a card?
No, I truly don't.
Of course, the tome could be available for sale as well, as I have scribes that can make copies excruciatingly fast.
How much we talking?
Yeah, how much?
Oh, a coin would suffice.
Got token.
Second.
We can buy them for coin.
Is it
You just
worth?
want like a
Is
copy?
it worth a god token?
Could be. Make your grandma proud. Think of grandmama.
I'll use one of my tokens.
Babushka wants to know.
You receive the tome.
Pleasure, sir.
I'm gonna be honest, Charybdis, this spell is realistically beyond her ability to cast.
Yeah.
If she's gonna sit here and read this, it's gonna take like days.
Can we get a copy of that one as well?
That tome contains many spells and many advanced magics that mortals should not possess.
What if it's just the part that pertains to her and she's the one that exclusively is the reading it? We'll destroy it after, even.
I could get my scribes to put down the spell work.
Perfect. That'd be great.
He gets a copy made, and realistically, just a scroll tube then is returned to Charybdis. She immediately tucks it deep away into the folds of her clothing.
Mhm.
And she gets a bit of a shifty smile as Thoth begins kind of grandstanding to you guys and thanking you for coming, but your time here has come to a close.
13 cents motive.
A 13 cents motive?
Fuck was that?
What was that?
I'm Somber. Thanks for following, or thanks for subscribing.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you.
Hey.
Good things. We're used to bad things around here.
piss out of me.
Bop, bop.
I was like,
Never heard
no.
that one.
You
Love
are
you, people
not
boy.
quite sure what's going through her head, but you do see she has taken her sword off of her back when she stuffed it in and just kind of has like it sitting in the bucket. And when she comes out of her pockets, she has this blue coin with a ship on it. It is one of the god tokens of the sea gods. And she very deftly, very carefully places it into one of the slots in the sword, one of the circular holes in the blade. And it locks in position.
Are we like outside?
No, you were in the
Oh,
you're
cool.
inside the library. This is
Tell
just
Thoth-
as Thoth
tell
has
Thoth.
handed to, and he is sitting here expositing to you and Grugnug's just like absorbed in
Mhm.
his speech.
So, terribly sorry to interrupt. What is that and what has she done?
He looks over just as she draws the sword, and as she draws the sword, the water in the bucket begins to swirl and appears to multiply. And she gets
Flooding the
this
library.
horrid smile on her face as she goes, "Later, losers!" And she swarms off in this tidal rush of water into the library and disappears. Thoth immediately hits the alarm. Constructs begin appearing, and he just stares at you.
Listen, how was I to know? I don't have the wisdom in the party. I'm happy to take it, but
Retrieve her.
I'll do my damnedest, so.
What are you guys doing on the ship in the meantime?
We hear alarms.
Sirens.
We're just like, oh. Fuck.
I'm gonna look at the constructs and just
You guys should handle that.
It wasn't me this. It wasn't
We are
us
on
this
you
time.
detail. The other constructs are on them detail.
She's a demigod. You need to be on her
do
tier.
we do
As
do we,
are you.
do we help?
No. Stay.
Oh, can you either you or another one of the constructs do a scan on everybody to see if we have any of those like tracker spell things that cause the commandos to show up?
Yeah, and that would have been smart to think of earlier when he built the construct.
Us. Negative.
But is there another?
Yes.
Can we get a scan because we don't want to mess anything up by being here?
We're trying to help. Only helping.
Resources available. Bot on the way.
Woo!
Sweet. Thank you. Oh wait.
A little bit of time is going to pass. You are running deep into Thoth's library.
I'm running my damnedest.
Grugnug hot on your heels. You guys are the
Grugnut, can you
same
speed us
size.
up?
Shrink her.
Enlarged person, I guess.
He casts a spell, and both of you begin just moving just a little bit faster. It's not, anything crazy.
Normal person
Two-
speed.
I was about to say
Yeah.
the two shortest people in the party.
It is not hard to see where she goes, as there is a trail of salt water lining the floor. There are books that are tossed out into the lanes, as it seems that Charybdis is possibly searching for something, possibly just looking to pocket some extras.
She's just running
Yeah.
amok.
Just having a good time, perhaps.
I have a setting question. What role, as far as like law and order goes, does Tyr play in this universe?
A lot. He is the god of law. He is kind of like the
That's what I thought. 'Cause I
enforcer.
took him. He's one of my future gods on
Yeah.
the list. Yeah, I would like to spend a prestige while we're running and drop him a line. Ask for a boon to bring this
Or something.
cretin to judgment.
Into justice.
This crustacean.
She's wetting the library. She's probably going to steal more.
She's breaking so many rules.
She's breaking so many rules. Please, Tyr.
no food or beverages in the library.
He says, my disciple, I believe in your enforcement abilities. And as he says that, there's a huge flash of like purple lightning
Mhm.
that comes from an aisle way down the way.
You just smite her.
And he kind of like looks
So it's-
as like
so it's
this
a
this
demigod.
ghostly visage towards you. He looks that direction. He goes, perhaps not. And in your hands manifests a bolo.
Thank you, son. I know just what to do. Keep trying to track her down.
Grugnug like screams out in panic, and he pokes you, and he's gonna cast Fly on you.
Up and away.
Yeah, you take to the air. Give me how do you hunt her down?
We'll
Fly check.
start with perception.
Yeah.
You don't want to fly check out of me just yet, I promise. That's pretty decent. That's a 33.
Yeah, you catch a brilliant flash of what appears to be holy light as something else happens in another aisle. You think that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
You zip down that way. There's some broken constructs as you're going across.
That looks expensive.
You catch sight of her. She is, for just the briefest second, cornered by multiple constructs. But you see she has pulled out another god token, this one red in color, and is added it to the blade. And as it becomes affixed, the blade erupts in magical power, and she just severs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And immediately back up on this little tidal wave of water, and she's gone. About this time, a little it's just like a little monk bot. You know, he's got the little brown robe. He's got the hairline, but it's just built in. It's like sharpied on his chrome dome head. Walks up to you and gives a like nice little bow.
I will return the
I am here to administer the test. Who wishes to proceed first?
Me!
I see there are multiple of you excited to begin this process.
I step forward.
Bitch.
I take 2 steps.
He seems confused as you guys begin crowding him. Please, I need a little bit of space, and I need to know who's going first.
East go.
Woo!
Please step aside from your friends for a brief moment. And he holds out his little mechanical palm to you. A spell is cast over you. You have the spell upon you. The curse of another's vision. They are watching for your proximity to my god.
He just
Ah.
fucking domes you.
So I got the chip.
I'm sorry, but you cannot be allowed to step foot on the island.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Who is next?
Step forward.
Shit.
Mine should be gone.
I see that you have been tainted before,
Yes.
but the spell seems to have been utilized and is no longer valid. You are clear.
I can go and help.
With Thoth's permission, you may enter.
Okay.
And he holds his palm out to you. You are tainted by the spell as well. You are not permitted to step foot on the island. I am sorry.
No,
We
that's
got
fine.
this.
That's fine. I have a plan.
What about Mark?
He
Mark!
casts on Mark. Mark is also contaminated.
Do you think you got this? Like,
I'm pretty sure we got this.
do you think you got this? Because
Yeah.
I can stop this right now.
Can you?
Yeah,
What do you have that can stop it?
we've got Poseidon's tokens, dude. Get your fucking kid.
Yoink.
Hey, we broke
Kid.
your kid out of timeout, but now we want you to put her back.
The kid's running amok in Thoth's library.
All right,
please.
all right. I'm gonna holler at one of the
Give it a little
constructs
bit
to
first.
go get permission.
I think
from
that
Thoth so I
it
can
will
help.
look better
I'm
on
clear.
us to Poseidon if we
Our
handle it
position is here.
ourselves.
You may enter
So
the
we should at least go
library to
try.
speak with Thoth.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But you know, if I get dropped 75% of my hit points in one turn again, my opinion might change a little bit.
She is ridden off on a wave again, surfing on her feet.
Yeah, just follow.
Yeah, there's another couple flashes of different kinds of magical energy.
Yeah. What's my
As it
distance
seems that
look
she
like?
is grabbing tomes, flipping through them, and looking for like the quick cast, and just
whatever
casting,
first comes up.
just casting things on herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
doing like a brief perusing, being like, "Ooh, that's a cool buff," and just casting it.
Mm.
And you're just following.
Hear me out.
You have Ebola.
We reach out to Smile. Have him swap her next book for a joke spell that just shuts her down.
Oh, that
It's
like
like-
turns off the water.
It's like a self-casting sleep spell.
That's
That's actually that's actually not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
I mean, I have this. We'll start with that. What's my distance look like from her to me?
Oh, say 100 foot.
A little bit more than bowler range.
Because if I can get there,
You'll have to like find a way to cut her off or to distract her for a moment.
Yeah.
if I can get there, I can stop her.
If you had
I won't be
one-
able to like beat her or anything, but I can stop her
If you
movement
had
if I
her
can get
open a tome and then a spring system came out with the cream
Pie.
pie, that would be enough time.
That would be enough time.
I just need to get there, and I can put a stop to her.
Okay.
We'll have to deal with whatever happens afterwards, but she will no longer be moving.
fine.
Theoretically.
Yeah. Well, I'll spend another 2 and reach out to Sir Smiles and ask for the distraction to swap a tome or swap the spell on her
Pie in the
because it'd be
face,
hilarious.
banana on the floor. Who knows?
You know what, kid?
Put this brat in her place.
That will be funny. I'll hide some tomes around there. In fact, I've already hidden a good chunk of tomes around that library that do all kinds of fun things. But here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm loving this. And I don't think I'm quite done loving it. So I'll put a couple in there, and, you know, she'll run into one eventually. Cool? Cool. You're great, champ. Have a good one.
I hate this man.
Here's a piece of candy.
I
Don't
don't
need it.
You come back, and there's a little piece of hard candy in your hand.
I
Don't need it.
Stuff it away for later.
Okay.
I don't trust like that.
It just gives you fire breath that you can't control.
It's just like the Harry Potter, like the cream whistle
Yeah.
down your ears.
The hottest candy.
Well,
you've
we'll
ever eaten.
keep trying to play Pac-Man with her, and can I get give me a circumstance?
Just a circumstance. Do you
See
not
if
have
I
any
can cut her
skills that
off.
could help you cut her off?
Dog, listen, I'm a cleric, and I walk slow.
You could get some of the constructs to cut her off, so she's busy dealing with constructs while you come up on her.
Do I have? I'm just gonna be shouting for that. I
Yeah,
guess. I don't
you
have,
can yell for things.
I can suggest to the constructs. I have no authority over them.
Okay. You bust in through the front doors of the library. Thoth appears there like he is almost drawn back to you. He seems kind of flustered. Who let you by?
The constructs, your monk bot said that I'm clear. I do not have the spell. I would like to help you.
Well, I've lost them now thanks to you, but you are welcome to assist.
Thank you.
I
my lord.
will take you to the last place I knew.
Thank you, my lord.
Come with me. He takes you back into the library. You shout out for constructs. Yeah, constructs seem to generally respond to you, at least since that's pretty sound
Yeah.
advice. They're going to try to stall her.
Construct fucking suplexes.
Yeah, just like this huge 5 constructs go and they like mighty Power Ranger morph into one construct and just like try to butt slam down on top of her for a second. It does not stop her, but it does make her double back towards you. She is charging you. This is your chance.
I am in Bola range.
Yes.
Don't fuck up.
Don't
Don't fuck up.
fuck
Don't fuck up.
Listen, I'm not very great at throwing the things, but
Don't
we'll
get a
see
nat
what we
one.
can do.
Yeah, don't get a nat 1.
We
Yeah.
throw the mighty
Fucker.
tier bola.
Yeah, no nat 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Damn it.
decent.
Damn.
It's a 22 plus tier bola.
22?
22.
Yeah, sufficient. It wraps around her almost expertly, like the bolo just does it itself. You get it in range, and it is just attracted to her chaotic energy. She slams into the floor and just like skids on the watery carpet for a little while.
Oh no.
And when she comes to a stop, she looks up at you with just fury in her eyes.
How wrapped is she? Like, does she have usable arms?
She has usable hands, but her arms are like bound to her side.
Beautiful.
Take the sword.
Yeah. Is the sword free of her?
The sword is in her hand.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Cool.
And
No,
it is rushing with energy.
don't help. No, she's down. I can't
Yeah.
secure this.
As Thoth is leading you, he seems to kind of perk and change direction. It is a slight amount of time as the constructs are coming over and trying to like physically restrain her, and she's still able to like shrug and roll around, and she's knocking over shelves and books.
Kick her.
And I kick her while she's down.
Kick her
Roll
in
the
the
hit.
face.
no. I don't like that.
You know what? Fuck this bitch. She stabbed me.
I don't like the way he
One
said
swift
that.
kick.
Right
She's
to
gonna
the ribs.
slice my leg off.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Oh no.
22.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
It's less than that actually. It's 7.
7 points of damage. You give her a solid kick, and she stops. And she rolls over and looks at you. Her eyes have changed. They are this horrid, monstrous black.
Beautiful. Yeah. We're into-
And from her cloak, something moves.
yeah.
Oh, bro.
And it moves fast.
Yeah.
What is your touch AC?
I told you to watch out for that.
Not enough.
I told-
17.
I told you to watch out for that.
Fantastic. What's your constitution score?
Oh no!
18.
18. Fantastic. This slimy blue-gray tendril lashes out and burrows into you.
Gross.
It enters in through your side, and you feel it like wiggle around internal organs. It is excruciatingly painful.
Yeah. Does the symbiote help with that at all?
Not fast enough.
Okay.
54 points of damage
Yeah.
and 6 points of constitution damage.
Nice.
That's rough.
Maximized.
Just that's okay.
I can fix it too. I just need to not be here.
I just need to not be here anymore.
It withdraws. Her eyes return to semi-normal, and she just, in between screaming profanities at you, are things like, "You were supposed to be on my side. We were working together with this. It would have been great."
I was on your side, so you just started destroying the library and casting spells everywhere. We said no violence.
Oh, he'll put it back together.
We said no violence.
No stabbing.
Young lady, you swore to me.
Damn. It is about that time that Thoth and Oozle show up. You guys run into that scene.
Oh, you got her.
Belrune is bleeding profusely out of his kidney.
She got
She's
that again,
down.
huh?
We'll be dragging her out, kicking and screaming, I assume.
Can I eat her off the boat now?
Whatever, I got enough power-ups.
So, can you get rid
I'm
of
good
this?
for this run.
I'm so disappointed in you.
He waves his hand over her. Some of them are spells that can be removed. Others are permanent changes that cannot be undone. She just goes like, yes.
Well, if you can remove what you can, we'll get her out of here.
Yeah, he does.
You know what? Get the scroll from her. The one that breaks her curse.
He cannot find it.
Get the sword.
Eaten by the fish boy.
Get the sword.
Can between the constructs and Oozle, can they pry the sword from her?
No more sword.
You broke your promise. You lose your sword.
You lost your toy.
She is furious about that. You have no idea what that does.
You're right, but you broke your promise.
As it leaves her hand, you see the coins inside melt and disappear.
Well, we know it's not yours.
Yeah. Take your sword, and you know what? I'm gonna send you back to your dad.
Whatever. He can't keep me.
I mean, he has so far.
I mean, who's to stop someone
call
from
your-
just telling him
I'm gonna call
about
your
the
fucking dad.
scroll that you have and having him take
Change
it?
the spell. That's what happens when you break promises.
You swore an oath.
Fuck you guys.
We still have his coins, right?
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
Perfect. We'll make a call on the way back.
Do you keep her in water?
Yeah, kinda, as best we
you
can.
you want to keep her with you?
at least
You
to
don't
the
wanna call
ship.
her
I,
right
for the
now?
time,
I have
think for the-
promised to escort her out.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
I think for the time being, like just honestly, if we could just get her to like the front lawn, I don't want her back on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we're alone.
Let's
and
have her.
that's-
Let's get Poseidon waiting out there in the front line. Just-
Yeah.
He's like tapping his foot. Like
A little disappointed dad.
Exactly. We ring up Poseidon.
I don't even think we need to ring him up. We literally just boot her ass off.
But we
She'll
need
be
to-
fine.
Yeah.
Inform
However,
him that she
however,
can break
but
the
with him
curse.
here, he can get full idea of like the scope of everything and maybe change up the spell or whatever because she now knows how to break the current spell that you have.
force her to
instead
give
of-
him the scroll.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
She still has to read it. It will take days.
no, I
But we don't necessarily need a coin for that. That's just talking to him. So if anybody's got prestige, you could just use prestige.
Yeah, I have prestige. I'll ring up Poseidon.
Have the construct pull
You,
her out. I don't
you,
want to
you
touch
ring
her.
up Poseidon to get some information out. Who carries the sword? Are you carrying it?
I grabbed it.
You grab it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys are rolling out, you're on the phone with her dad, starting to explain the situation. Oozle, what is your CMD?
Oh, why are you asking these questions?
'Cause the
Just
fucking-
curious.
The monster's gonna take the sword.
28. But I'm gonna pop my sport talent to make that even higher.
Mm.
So.
Why are you popping your sport talent?
Because that increases my strength and that increases my CMD.
No, but why in game would you do that?
I would have popped that running after her because like I'm about to
By the
Possibly
demigod.
box the demigod.
Okay, so at this point, it's already out.
Oh, it's been a couple minutes.
It's been a good couple of minutes.
Yep.
Cool.
Gotcha.
It hurts that with all of the friends and, in this case, children that we've lost along the way, that you haven't subscribed yet. So, fix that. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.